We've got a suit for modification of child support order, and we've got a hearing. Do we have any stipulations?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, let's proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior court order signed on April 1st of 2009, entitled Agreed Order in Suit for Modification of Support Order and to confirm support arrearage, where Mr. Noble was ordered to pay $709 in child support. And at that time, I believe medical and dental insurance were to be covered through the obligee.
Okay. All right.
At this time, the state would like to call Mr. Noble. Mr. Noble, are you currently employed?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
And how long have you been unemployed?
April 2020.
And have you attempted to look for other employment since that time period?
Yes. I ordered by the Workforce Commission. We're entitled to search for 3 jobs a week.
And are you currently receiving unemployment?
Yes.
And how much do you currently receive? What's the weekly benefit amount for your unemployment?
$564.
Okay. And do you have any other biological children under the age of 18 other than this child?
Yes.
Yes, okay. How many? And does that child live with you, or do you have a child support obligation for that child?
She lives with me.
And do you have access to private medical and dental insurance right now while you're unemployed for this child? And you've had an opportunity to discuss the new proposed guideline calculated child support amount today with myself. Is that correct?
Yes.
And based off of the information that we discussed, the new guideline amount, proposed amount would be $406 if this court grants this modification. Is that correct?
Yes.
$406?
Six. That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the proposed medical support $75. Is that also correct?
Yes.
And were you in agreement with those numbers?
Yes.
And well, no further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Walker, do you have any questions of Mr. Noble?
No.
All right. Call your next witness.
At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Walker. Ms. Walker, to your knowledge, is Mr. Noble currently employed?
From what he just stated, no.
Okay. And based off of your knowledge, how long do you know of Mr. Noble not being employed? How long has it been since you know?
I don't know.
Okay. To your knowledge, does Mr. Noble have any other children under the age of 18?
Yes.
How many?
1.
And to your knowledge, does that child also live with him?
Yes.
And do you have access to private medical or dental insurance right now for this child?
No.
Okay. Is there medical and dental insurance available for this child?
Yes. Through the state.
Okay. And you were in agreement, or I'm sorry, we did have a stipulation, Your Honor, but you were in agreement with the $75 for the cash medical support. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you also had an opportunity to discuss the new proposed guideline amount of child support. Is that also correct?
Correct.
And to your knowledge, outside of the unemployment, do you know of Mr. Noble having any other income or employment?
I don't know.
And based off of the new proposed guideline amount of $400, you were not in agreement with this child support being modified. Is that correct?
Correct.
And why is that?
Because there's arrears.
Okay, so
Those arrears have been there.
outside of the arrears, which we discussed, that issue was not before the court today. Why were you not in agreement with the child support being modified to $406?
Well, it is a difference from the original amount. My daughter is in high school. She has a lot of fees. She's going to be taking dual credits at the college next year, and those fees are very high. The new order would not even, it would barely cover one class.
Okay. And have you had any family violence issues to take place have there been any family violence issues to take place between yourself and Mr. Noble within the last 2 years?
No.
Do you have any safety concerns with him having your address?
Yes.
Why is that?
I just like the order to stay in place from prior incidents.
Okay, so what incidents are we referring to? Because there is no prior non-disclosure in your previous order. So what incidents have taken place that you believe might possibly cause you or the child harm, abuse, or harassment if your address were listed in this order?
Harassment. There's been situations before where he's popped up in my house.
Okay, and those situations, have they occurred within the last 2
Within
years?
the last 2 years, no.
Okay, and so when you say prior to, how far back are we talking?
I don't even remember the exact time.
Questions for this witness? I'll pass the witness.
You have any questions for Ms. Walker, Mr. Noble?
No,
All right.
not this time.
Anything further, Ms. Turner?
Nothing further, Your Honor, only that the state would ask that the court would make a determination regarding this modification based off of the evidence and testimony provided here today, and set it based off of the guideline amount as well as the $75 in cash medical, and make a determination as to the non-disclosure as to the custodial parent's address.
All right, the court will follow the guidelines. Fathers to pay child support in the amount of $406 a month and cash medical support in the amount of $75 a month beginning June 1st, 2021. Non-disclosure is denied.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.